everyone, my name's Ben, lead educator at Lumenswap, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the amazing new feature which is the automated market maker client that Lumenswap launched on Saturday night. Some people have asked, how do I do this? I'm getting bugs, glitches, or where do I find the pools? All of these questions, guys, are going to be answered in this video, so stay tuned. As always, if you value my content, please leave a comment, hit the like, and if you like it a lot, subscribe and hit the bell so you get future notifications when I do a video. As always, I must tell you, this is not financial advice. You must do with your crypto assets as you please. It's not me telling you to do one thing or another. I'm a passionate crypto student, been in the space for 4.5 years. I've had some wins, I've had some losses. And from those experiences, I have got some experience, right? I've got some wisdom. And with that wisdom, I now hopefully can help you navigate the space with a little less friction. So whether it's Lumenswap or elsewhere, I hope that the experience is a little less sticky and tricky for you. Okay, right, with that being said, let's get cracking. The first thing that we need to do, guys, we need to navigate ourselves to lumenswap.io. When we are at this home screen on the user interface here, we just go to the top right hand corner and click launch app. We are then presented with 5 different apps that we can choose, right? Depending on what you actually want to do. You can check on your rewards, the academy, lottery, automated market makers. This is the one we need, the AMM. So we're going to launch that. That's then going to take us to the pools or the automated market maker. And you'll be at the minute going, well, hang on, I can't see all of the different tabs. Well, let's just wait and let's do it all in a logical sequence. We need to connect a wallet. When we hit connect a wallet, we've got a selection of different wallets that we can connect. Of course, you can come in with the private key here. Some people like to do that. Some people don't like to do that. Again, it's personal preference. I'm not here to tell you what's right and what's wrong. If you do put your private key in there, bearing in mind you are entrusting Lumenswap with your key, and that is a counterparty. So you are putting your private key for your wallet into a counterparty, which is more risky than if you were to use a third-party wallet that has its own security. Okay, so that's entirely up to you, but it does have its advantages with certain things like the lottery, so you can buy multiple tickets. With this, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay, but it's just if you have got a wallet elsewhere on the Stellar network and you want to use the private key to interact with here, rather than having one of our partner wallets there that you can see. This example, I'm just going to use Freighter. So I'm going to click onto Freighter wallet. I'm going to put in here, yeah, share the public key, and that's fine. So what I've done now is I've used this tutorial wallet many times before in the videos that you've seen of mine, and now my wallet is connected. That's it. And you can see a couple of different tabs have popped up now for us. So my pools, if I click onto my pools, I haven't got one. I haven't got one in this tutorial wallet because I haven't done a tutorial for you. So this is going to be the first one, and we're just going to use a very small amount just so that you can see the process behind this. So all of a sudden now, because I've clicked my pools and there isn't one, we can click new pool there if we want, right? Or we can come across here, we can have a look at the pools, and you will see that we have got a list of the verified assets that are partnered with or that we have launched on Lumenswap. And we have got the XLM and we've got the USDC pairs. As you can see here on the left hand side, going down, we've got the XLM, and then we also have the USDC. So we've got both of those. We haven't got all of the different assets across the whole of the Stellar network. So if you've got pairs that you've created elsewhere, chances are you won't be able to see them here. You might have to go to one of the other clients. And remember my example in one of my previous videos, I said that clients are like jetties on the same river. Clients allow you to interact with the Stellar network. Yeah, they are not a decentralized exchange themselves, right, or a protocol in terms of an automated market protocol sitting on top of the network. They're just an access point. So you can go to any of the different access points and you can use those, which might be helpful in terms of wallets and in terms of other things. If you put into our LSP pools, you will still get rewards no matter which client you use. So that's great news, okay? But this here is for us to see the different pools available, right, on Lumenswap. Now, we can go onto the TVL and we can click. So we've got total value locked in these pairs is nothing, right? It's not registering. And then these ones, we can click again, it's going to be the top. So you can see here, the top pool in terms of liquidity. The total value locked is just the locked liquidity in that pool. The top one here, guys, is obviously the native stellar coin, which is XLM, and the first or the major stable coin on the network, which is USDC. I like to discount that one because at the end of the day, that is going to be the one that is most used. Yeah, the native coin on any network is going to be the pool that is most used. It's the one that is used for the gas of the network, right? It's the foundational coin. Now, when we come down here, you can see that LSP has got a 1.22 million volume and 334 different wallets that are partaking in this pool. The next one down, believe it or not, is once again LSP. Now there's a reason for this. There is a reason why LSP has the two biggest, right, non-native, so non-XLM USDC, non-native pools here. There's a reason why there's the biggest, because they're incentivized. They're incentivized with 1,152,777 LSP tokens on each pool per month. We're going to come on to this. We're going to come on and talk a little bit about that in a minute. So if you imagine that's 1,153,277 tokens for each pool, right? So for this pool here, the XLM LSP, and for this pool here, give or take within a little bit, this one is half the size. Yeah, that's 1.2 million. This one's 600 and a bit thousand. It's give or take, this one is 50% of the size of this one. This may help you make a decision based on which one to go in. Now, there's two rewards you are going to get. Reward number one is the network fees. Every time a transaction is done in this pool between XLM and LSP and XLM here in this pool, every time someone swaps one for the other, a 0.3% fee is put onto that swap. Meaning, as soon as that 0.3% fee gets taken from that swap, it gets divided amongst everyone that is in that pool. I like to use just the dollars as my way of calculating whether it's worthwhile me going in pool 1 or pool 2. And you can see here, this one is more profitable because there is less total value locked in here. So for the rewards that come every month, it's more profitable, but there's less trade-in volume. So you can go to one of the other clients and you can look at the trade-in volume. We're going to be giving you trade-in volume analytics and all that sort of cool stuff, fees and everything in the future weeks, right, with our upgrade. But with this basic user interface we can see here, we could just make an assessment on the LSP monthly rewards, which would be the best one to go into. So, to explain this in a little bit more layman's terms, 1,152,777 tokens is shared amongst 1.2 million liquidity, and 1,152,777 tokens is shared amongst $622,000 of liquidity. This is going to get a bigger share, the second one down. It's not necessarily going to get the fees, but if we look at the fees today, this top pool here, or second one down, the top pool for LSP, has done about $1 million of trading in the last 24-hour period, which again is staggering for the setup currently on Stellar. It's staggering. It's very, very high. It just goes to show the interest in the LSP asset. So it's done $1 million, meaning that the 0.3% of that $1 million traded volume is $3,000, because we've got 10% will be 100,000, 1% would be 10,000, 0.3% would be 3,000. Okay, 3,000. Now, depending on your amount of that in the pool, so the total liquidity, how much you have as a percentage thereof, so a percentage of the bigger pool, that will depend on your piece of the cake in terms of network fees. You may only have 1%. So you're going to get 1% of the $3,000, which is $30, right? Because you've got 10% is 300, 1% is $30. Chances are you're probably not going to have 1%, yeah, in there. Most people watching this video aren't going to have 1% in the pool. Some will have more, but most people won't. So you're going to get a lot less than that. So that's $30 in the day for this insane amount of trading that's happened, and that's if you've got 1%. So the chances are it's going to be much, much lower than $30 that you're getting in network fees per day. Here it's going to be even less because there was like $200,000, yeah, traded in here. So we have to say to ourselves, then that's only $600 of fees, isn't it? Right? It's 1/5 of what I've just said to you, which is 3,000. So it's only $600. And again, if you've got 1% of that, it's just $6. So you're getting $6. So it's nothing to write home about. And as I've said many times before, I would never be getting involved in just pure liquidity provision. It doesn't entice me. I'm not wanting to go big into a pool to get $30. It doesn't do anything. I can get much, much bigger returns elsewhere in crypto. What does excite me is the fact that these two are dual rewards. So they're not just that network fee that I've described to you. You would also, if you had the 1%, you would get 1%. If the snapshot was taken today, you would get 1% of the 1,152,777, which is somewhere in the region of 11,000 LSP tokens. 11,000 LSP tokens is about $1,100, $1,200 at the end of the month. So you can see now that would be worth having, more so than if you were just picking up, say, $3 a day on the smaller pool. You would want to have the, $1,200 against the $3 per day, which would only be $90 over a 30-day month. You can see the distinct difference. Most pairs here on Stellar do not have dual rewards on offer. And that is the reason why Lumenswap's pools are the two top non-native coin pools on Stellar they've been since the start. Since Lumenswap launched, they have been the pools because the people want the rewards. Let's get, honest about this. People are hunting those yields. They want those gains, and that is the reason that they are the top. Of course, this has implications that I'm going to come on to you about, which people ask me about as well. So I'm going to answer the implications of this. But what I want to do first of all is just touch, because I've just touched on the snapshot, touch on what that means. The way Lumenswap are doing this, which is very different to other yield farming operations, is there's going to be a random date at some point from the launch through to the 28th of the month. There's going to be a snapshot taken. And at that snapshot, when that snapshot is taken at whatever day and whatever time, whatever percentage you have at that snapshot will be the percentage of rewards of the 1,152,777 LSP tokens that you get. Not at the start, not on day 3, when the snapshot is taken. And the only time we get to find that out is at the end of the month when the rewards are paid. Very simple. So they will tell us this is the date of the snapshot, and they will show us what the liquidity was at that time in the pool, and you will be able to see what your piece of the pie was worth, if that makes sense. And then you can weigh that in against the greater amount of liquidity, and you can say, okay, I had around about the 1%, like we said. Easy peasy to understand. So the fees that we're getting, the 0.3%, are just getting compounded into the amount that you have in the pool. So if you coughed out $30 a day, the $30 a day has been added to your stack in a compounded fashion every time there's trading done. It's just automated. It just adds into your stack. As I said, analytics are going to be added in the weeks to come, where you're going to be able to see the fees generated, etc. But all you would have to do is go to one of the clients that has the amount of volume that is being traded in that pool per day, and then find 0.3% of it to find the total fees, and then work out your percentage of the pool so that you could work out your percentage of the pool according to how much you have in your pool. We'll show you in a minute. And then say to yourself, okay, so today I've earned 20 cents. Right, in fees, that's been compounded into my stack. Okay, so you can work it out, but it just takes a little bit more of a mess around until we've got all of those features built in. Okay, next up is let's create one of these positions, a LP position. Again, slightly different to what we'd be used to on other platforms, because we don't need to go through the process of the creation of the liquidity pool token, putting the liquidity pool token in, approving the liquidity pool token, and then putting it and staking it into the pool. It's a little bit easier than that, which is nice because Stellar has the automated market maker feature built into the network. First time it's ever been done in crypto history. So this is a real groundbreaking network, bringing you the cutting edge of technology in the ledger and blockchain space. Right then, let's go across and create one. So we've got my pools. We haven't got anything in there, so we're going to create a new pool, and we are going to put some assets into the XLM or LSP. Just clicked onto the new pool, this pops up in front of you, it's no bother. But actually, before I come on to this, let me cover something else. There may be two glitches that you will receive if you try and put into a pool. These glitches are usually one of two things. They're usually because the time and date on your computer is not correct. When you set up your computer, you didn't set it up right, or it's for some reason it's been rebooted and it's got skew whiffed, right? But you need to ensure that your operating system is running on the right time and date. Very important. When you correct that, it often corrects a lot of the challenges with regard to the pools and the wallets. If that doesn't work, the other way is to make sure all of your wallets are updated, and you can do that by going to the extensions, and then you can go to developer mode. You can switch developer mode on, and then you can upgrade, and you upgrade all of your extension wallets. Bearing in mind, guys, you need to be having your secret keys, your passwords, your passphrases all written down prior to doing that, because if it upgrades and then your wallet has to be uploaded again, or you have to download the actual software for whatever reason, you have some sort of glitch or some issue with regard to the wallet, you've got your wallet written down with the secret key and the passphrase. Nothing worse than the wallet disappearing, or you having some reset issues and then you haven't got that and you're like, hell, I'm stuffed because I don't know it, I've not written it down, I've been lazy. Okay, so warning with that. Right, so with all that being said and done, if we can get rid of the glitches and we've sorted that out, we're good to go. I'm using Freighter, but you can use Xbull, you can use Rabbit, Albedo, whichever ones of the recommended wallets that you saw at the beginning. So new pool, click onto new pool, and here we go. We can have a range of different assets. It doesn't matter what we want to use. We can use any of these approved or verified assets that we wish, yeah, to enter any of those pools. Bearing in mind, if there's no trade in volume between the two pairs, there is not going to be any fees generated. If there's no fees generated, what is the point in being in the pool? There's no point in being in the pool if there's no fees being generated, is there? You're here for yield. You're not here for the goodness of your health because you're opening yourself to impermanent risk. Video coming, right? So you can choose any asset that you want, right? When you do that, drop down menu there, so we can choose XLM, drop down menu there, we can choose whatever pairing that you like. This one, because it's nice and easy, and I've got a few of these too in my wallet, I'm showing you the XLM and LSP pool, the one that we've just seen with 1.22 million of liquidity. So we know we're going to get pretty much nothing in terms of rewards from the fees because we're only putting a little bit in. I'm just going to put in 100 LSP because that's what I want to put in. Now you can see this 100 LSP here, and it has automatically filled in the XLM. If you want to do it the opposite way around, we can do it the opposite way around as well. Let's just say we want to put in 28 XLM. It automatically balances in dollar value the two assets. You haven't got to get your head in the game and think about it. Remember, when you're putting in one of these positions, it's exactly the same, 50% each in dollar value of two assets. And this calculates it straight away for you. You haven't even got to think. Either way, bottom or top, straight in. Now, some people say, well, what's this slippage, 0.1%? The slippage is just the difference in price. Okay, so you're allowing a difference in price. And what we can do here, right, we can change that. If you're bothered about 0.1% slippage, you can put a custom slippage in 0.01, look. So we can bring that slippage right down tight so that the price is exactly what it's stating, and it's not going to do a 0.1% difference, because that means that you would get a slight difference in the assets put into the pool against what you thought they were going to be. So you can pull that right into, or even if you wanted to, you go 0.01, but you may experience some glitches if you go too much, because it might be too tight on the price. Okay, moving on. Create. So we've done that, we're going to create. So I can see this, I'm checking 28, yeah, 97, happy with that. Slippage 0.01%, I'm good with everything there. I'm confirming, I'm waiting for the signature, I'm putting my password into my freighter wallet. I'm going down, I'm confirming the transaction, sending it out to the network. We're waiting for that confirmation on the transaction. We're going to see now whether it takes it for us or not. Remember, there we go, successful transaction. Now, what I recommend to everyone is that you screen grab, or you write that down, or you take a picture with your phone, so you can see how much you've come into the pool with. Yeah, and that was pretty much, I said 28, didn't we? We said 28 XLM, and our balance in the pool now is 27.96. When we take into that little bit of slippage, we're there or thereabouts, aren't we? Give or take. I mean, going to start arguing over small bits like that. Of course, if you're putting a whacking great amount in, there's going to be a little bit less. But the reason for this, guys, is there's going to be a little fee going into the pool. Not to worry about it. It's just the way it is. If you want to start earning yield, then it's part and parcel of that game. You're going to have to be paying fees, whether you're swapping assets, entering pools, slippages, all sorts of things. There's going to be fees here and there. But like for the purpose of this, as I said, it's very, very minimal, very minimal. But now we've got this pool, so we're off and running. But if we've read the documents, we know this is not going to be enough for us to earn any reward, because we have to put in a minimum of 1,000 LSP on both sides in value. So if I wanted to put in a new pool, it would have to be 1,287 on the other, not 1,000 total value. You have to have over 1,000 to qualify for the rewards at the snapshot. At the snapshot, because we're going to be picking out the wallets that have got more than 1,000 in there. If I put that in and we get some impermanent loss and that drops beneath, doesn't matter whether you put it in at the start, it needs to be at the snapshot. So you've got to have hawk eyes, making sure you've got over 1,000, or indeed put way more than 1,000 LSP in. You're good as gold then. But if you're putting in just 1,000 to try and qualify, you might well miss out. Be warned, be warned. But now we're good. But we can see here, I have in this pool $22. Only $22. And look at the pool size. The pool size, 1.23 million. So $22 against, it's virtually nothing. It's virtually nothing. So any fees that are generated, I'm not getting fees by putting in my $20. Yeah, I'm not getting any of them fees because it's just too small a percentage against 1.23 million. I've got, like, you know, I don't know, some ridiculously low percentage. We need someone who's good at maths to work that out for us. But yeah, we're not getting any fees. So we're not getting any reward, right, in terms of we haven't qualified for the 1,000 because we haven't put in enough. We're not getting any fees. Is there any point in putting your assets in? No. Simple as. But I had to give you a demonstration of how to do it, and I don't want to be putting in any more, because in my other wallets, in my other pool then I've got lots. So I don't want to be putting in. I just needed to show you that example of how to do it. And that's it. It's easy. Every time you log in, let's just disconnect. So we disconnect our wallet. We'll refresh that. In fact, we'll come back out and we'll come on to select an app. So we'll come back to the home screen. So now that we've done that, okay, we can go, we can have our dinner, we can go partying with our friends, we can do whatever we want. We can come back whenever it's time to come back, and we can launch our app. We can come to launch AMM, we can connect our wallet, hit freighter, and my pools, there we go. We're off, and it will say how much we've got. So we don't need to worry about, checking it every day. This system with the snapshot, if you're coming into the pool to get a percentage of those rewards, then you've got to say to yourself, you're probably going to be in the pool until the 28th. What you don't want to do is come into the pool and then go, oh, I'm coming out of the pool. And you come out of the pool and the snapshot is the next day. Because you're opening yourself up to impermanent loss, and you're not opening yourself up to the reward. So again, what would be the point in coming in? There's no point, is there? There's absolutely no point. What I was going to talk to you about, just to finish off, I hope this has been useful, by the way. I hope it's kind of just highlighted how to do this. Most people know, but some of you guys are new, and we've got to cover this as well. So with this here, we've now got, let's just do the TVL again, so we've got it nicely lined up. We've now got nearly 1.9, 1.24, 600,000. We've got nearly 1.9 million TVL locked up. The majority of these people, some of us, like myself, are in both pools, this one and this one. So it's not, if we use 400 as a yardstick, that would be fair enough. Most of those 400 people that are down there are LSP holders prior to the pools. They already had, they're not new people, they're not from across Stella, they're not people that are buying LSP for the first time, they're LSP holders. There's been FUD about price, okay, I really don't look, it really doesn't bother me because I'm in a 1 year and evaluate philosophy. That's how I do work with solid projects. I don't work in short time frames or try and scalp trade. So for me, when I look at that, I know most people have been selling their LSP to enter the USDC or the XLM. Let me explain. They've gone to the swap, they've gone, okay, this one is the one that I want to be in. I want to get myself some USDC. I'm coming to here. I've got lots of LSP. I'm going to chop out half of my LSP for USDC so I can enter the pool. And I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to swap. What's that doing? Correct. People are putting sell pressure on LSP to enter the pools. The pools have not stopped growing, and we are not yet hardcore marketing externally to Lumenswap community and the outlying networks. Meaning, if it's all just people in Lumenswap already, which is like 2,200 on the Telegram, 30,000 on Twitter, etc. If it's just these people that go, I've got a bag of LSP, I'm going to chop in half of mine and buy some XLM, buy some USDC. Every time they do that, price is coming down. However, what we've got to understand is we will reach a bottom when everyone that is in the LSP Lumenswap community that wants to enter the pools, enters the pools. When those people enter the pools, then it's going to be the new people. When the new people come across and want to get involved and get the dual rewards, the network fees and the LSP every month, they will have to buy LSP. What's going to happen? Back up we go. Back up we go. But for the first part of the pools, and we don't know where the bottom would be. We don't know at what point all of the Lumenswap family have entered the pools that are going to 5,000 plus trust lines, maybe nearly 6,000 trust lines, and you saw there 400 different wallets, yeah, across the two pools. Okay, some of them of us, should I say, are in both, so we have to discount a few. Only 400 out of 5,000. Maybe some time before we hit the kung bottom. Don't fret about it, because what people then do is go, oh, why the hell is the price going down? It's not news. It's not anything that's happening. It's people wanting rewards. That's it. And then other people look at it and go, ah, it's crypto, it's crashing. Why is the price going down? Just in that voice as well, really squeaky voice. And they do that, and then a cycle starts happening, one of the spinning doors in a hotel, where people are fudding and going, oh, there must be something wrong. Everyone in Korea or Bangladesh or Bangalore or the back streets of Blackburn, right, are all saying that Lumenswap's price is crashing. They don't understand what is happening, hence this video. And I have to be quite deliberate about it and quite direct, because it's something that keeps coming up and up. So now I can point to this video and I can say, go and watch the video. I explain it there. As soon as we reach that bottom and we bring new people into Lumenswap, we're going to start to see a price appreciation. We are today. We are only, let's just have a look on the swap. So we put in 1, we're about 11 cents or something in that region. Oh, wow. We are now 15 cents. So we've shot up. So maybe let's just put in a few more. Okay, so if you put in quite a lot, it drops down to about 11 cents. But like, you know, for lower amounts of LSP, we are well over 11 cents now, and it dropped down to 10. So maybe 10 was the bottom. And now we're starting to see these outsiders starting to come in and starting to buy some LSP. And we're starting to see the price appreciate up. Do you see? I hope that kind of zzz, I hope it like fuses into your mind. That there's no conspiracy, there's no collapse in dev, there's no problems. It's just the fact that people that hold, like me, I mean, I whopped out about maybe 80k, 80,000 LSP into XLM and USDC so I could enter these. What's that going to do to the price selling at 80,000 LSP? I'm just being honest with you, that's what I did. Because I get paid in LSP. It's my dollar, it's my pound. That's what I use. I sell it for other things. I bought that camera with LSP, so I sold some out and bought a camera, right? So that's what I do, and that's what people do. You've got to be open to it. So just needed to kind of just reiterate that with you so that you fully understand that's what's happened. We are 17, 18 million market cap with everything that I spoke to you about in the 7 reasons why to hold a fat bag of LSP. I spoke to you about the spot and the swap. I spoke to you about the auction incubator where we're going to be at airdrop some new projects on Stellar. I spoke to you about the bridges to Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum. I spoke to you about the lending client, automated market makers, NFTs. There's that many reasons why you would want to be part of this community, of this project. At 18 million market cap. I've been in the space for 4 years and it's almost like a gift horse is going, hey Ben, have a big bag of LSP. This is going to moon. Right? I mean, this could go 100x. And it would be like 1.7 billion. How many of the top AMMs, lending clients, DeFi protocols are on the first page of CoinMarketCap? You've got the ETH ones, Uniswap. You've got Compound. You've got Aave. You've got all these big ones, right? You've got the ones on Binance Smart Chain, Pancake Swap. Yeah, you've got like the ones on the first and second page as you go down into like Trader Joe's and you go into Quick Swap and you go, these are all huge market cap protocols. Lumenswap will be as well. We just need a little patience. As always, thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I'm going to do the impermanent loss video so you can watch 2 and you can get fully genned up, fully educated, and as excited as me. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.